Welcome to the explainer. Okay, so if you've got a WordPress site, you are sitting on an absolute goldmine of data. But let's be real, how do you turn all those numbers into insights that actually mean something? Today, we're going to cut through the noise and find the perfect analytics plugin to do exactly that. Look, if you're using WordPress, you already know that data is your best friend. But wading through the dozens and dozens of plugins out there, it can be a massive headache. You're not looking for more complicated spreadsheets, right? You're looking for answers. So let's figure out how to get them. So why is this so critical, especially right now? Well, because in today's digital world, just guessing what your audience wants, that's a recipe for disaster. The answers are right there, hiding in the data.
You know, the right plugin does so much more than just count your visitors. A high bounce rate, that's not just some bad score. It's a giant, blinking red flag telling you that your user experience might be broken. Engagement metrics, they show you exactly what kind of content you need to create next. And with privacy laws like GDPR getting even stricter, a good plugin isn't just helpful. It's absolutely essential for staying on the right side of the law.
All right, so who are the main players in this game? Let's kick things off with a quick flyby of the top contenders just to get a lay of the land. Right off the bat, you can see there is no single best plugin for everyone. It's really all about finding the right tool for your specific job. You've got Analytify Pro, which uses AI to predict sales, perfect for e-commerce. Then there's something like Jetpack Stats, which is a super simple, lightweight solution for, say, a personal blog. Each one is built for a totally different purpose. And here's the great news. You don't need a huge budget to get incredibly powerful insights. Seriously, many of these top-tier plugins offer fantastic free versions. So let's put the most popular free options head-to-head and see what they're made of. First up, we have to talk about MonsterInsights. I mean, with over 3 million active installations, it is an absolute giant in this space. Its entire mission in life is to take all the power of Google Analytics and make it simple and accessible for everybody, right inside your WordPress. MonsterInsights is really designed for beginners, for marketers, for small businesses, anyone who wants that powerful data without the technical headache. You can see your stats in real time, check out page-level performance, even see your top search keywords, all without ever leaving your WordPress dashboard. It just completely strips away the usual complexity of Google Analytics. And that quote just nails it, doesn't it? That's the key idea right there. It's not just about installing some tracking code. It's about getting simple, actionable reports that you can actually understand and use, without all the usual fuss. Now, for a totally different approach, a completely different philosophy, let's look at WP Statistics. For this plugin, the number one priority isn't a long list of features, it's privacy. And for anyone who's concerned about data ownership, especially if you're operating in Europe, this is a massive deal. So here's the crucial difference. WP Statistics is what we call a self-hosted solution. What does that mean? It means all of your analytics data stays on your own server. It doesn't use third-party cookies, and none of your data is ever sent to Google or anyone else. Bottom line, you own your data, and it's built to be GDPR compliant right out of the box. But wait, the list of great free tools doesn't stop there. There are a few other excellent options that are built for very specific needs. So let's just take a quick look at 3 more. See, each of these carves out its own little niche. ExactMetrics, it's fantastic for marketers who need to track really specific things like file downloads or affiliate link clicks. Independent Analytics is another strong privacy-first contender, a lot like WP Statistics. And then you have SiteKit, which is Google's own all-in-one tool. Perfect if you just want a simple, official way to see all your key Google stats in one dashboard. Okay, so with all of these fantastic options on the table, we land at the really big question. How in the world do you actually choose the right one for your website?
Well, the truth is, there's no single right answer. There just isn't. So instead of me trying to tell you which one is the best, let's just walk through a super simple framework so you can decide for yourself with total confidence.
Just ask yourself these 3 simple questions. First, what's my main goal here? Am I all about sales, conversions, or am I trying to boost reader engagement? Second, what's my budget? I mean, the free versions are amazing, but sometimes a paid feature is totally worth it. And third, and this is important, be honest about your tech skills. Do you just want something that works with one click, or are you happy to get your hands dirty with configurations? Your answers are going to point you directly to the perfect fit. So let's wrap all this up with what I think is the single most important takeaway. Because, choosing the tool, that's really just the first step. Always remember, the goal isn't to collect the most data. It's to find the most clarity. The best plugin is simply the one that turns a bunch of confusing numbers into a clear story. One that helps you make smarter decisions to actually grow your site. Because at the end of the day, any of these plugins we talked about can give you data. That's the easy part. But the real power isn't in the tool itself. It's in what you do with the insights it gives you. So the real question isn't which plugin you're going to choose. It's how are you going to use it?